Welcome back to the program. Immaculate Kassait, nominated by the President as Data Commissioner, was Wednesday taken to task on how the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission found itself in a compromising situation on electoral data in the hotly contested 2017 general election. Kassait, who was being vetted by the National Assembly Committee on Communication, Information and Innovation, defended the electoral body, saying it had put in place backup modalities for any eventualities. She was also at pains to explain to legislators on how data collected from the issuance of Huduma number will be safe and not subjected to outside forces.
A week after her nomination for the post of Data Commissioner, a new office that has been established following the implementation of the Huduma number in the country, former IEBC Director of Voter Registration and Electoral Operations, Immaculate Kassait, on Wednesday had a date with the vetting committee. In her submissions about her achievements, Kassait expressed confidence, saying though many have had misgiving on the IEBC data, nothing was further from the truth.
17 general election.
But the former IEBC director did not anticipate that the data irregularities that emerged in the 2017 hotly contested presidential elections would come haunting her. The vetting committee members, chaired by Marakwet Member of Parliament William Kisang, tasking her to explain the data disputes that arose.
You were in charge of data that particular time around 2017, and you contracted a firm to store data outside there. So what do you think? Is it an advantage to store our data outside there, or is it better to store here? Was that one of the reasons why you were unable to open the servers?
On matters opening of the server, Mr. Chairman, without going into details, the Commission has clearly explained that the server was open. I have this book here, Mr. Chairman, I'll leave with you. In the post-election evaluation, in page 144, all the way to page 145, where it's very clearly explained that the server at the National Tallying Center, political party agents had access. And that is explained here, Mr. Chairman.
Yeah. Confidence and integrity. Again, I want you to look Kenyans in the eye and say, with the background of the last disputed election, and we are where we are in Kenya today because of that serious dispute, that you can look Kenyans and say that you carry that confidence, that we can give you the data, that onerous responsibility of being data commissioner. Convince us that you have that with you.
Our focus in the Electoral Commission in the lead up to the election was on quality of the election. Put in place framework, timelines, procedures, anything to make sure the election was delivered on time. I believe there was importance to focus more on stakeholder involvement. The challenge you have when you're a public officer, at times you do not have the platform to explain your issues as openly and clearly as possible. And you're competing with space which is occupied by people who have an edge, in this case the political class.
Kassait was also questioned on how she can assure Kenyans that the digitized citizen data in the Huduma number program will not be compromised by outside forces.
So the role of Data Commissioner is to put in place a regulatory framework to make sure that the data of Kenyans collected under Huduma number is secure. And the beauty of the Data Protection Act, it actually expects institution, whether government institution or private institution, to adopt what we call a risk analysis approach.
Kassait expressed confidence that the new data protection law will address many issues raised. The committee is expected to table its report on the suitability of Kassait next week. Kamche Menza for Channel 1 News.